to AdamMcKola TV. Sorry, I'm a little bit late with my match reaction, but nevertheless, we are here reacting to Manchester United 1, Chelsea 1 at Stamford Bridge. Now, a fantastic late goal from Casemiro to give Manchester United the draw and save Scott McTominay's blushes. Scott McTominay owes Casemiro a bottle of something special right now because Casemiro saved him, saved Manchester United, and got us a point in the game, which was vitally important, especially after those drop points against Newcastle at Old Trafford. It was important that we didn't lose today. And it was a game that, again, I feel like we should have won. In the first half, we continued pretty much as we did from that game against Spurs, where we dominated Chelsea in their own patch. We created opportunities and we should have took them. We had chance from Marcus Rashford, which draws the save from Kepa. You know, Marcus Rashford in the last couple of games could have had 5, 6, 7 goals. Is lacked in the finishing department. Although his all-round game has improved, he needs to start taking his chances. Marcus Rashford missing a chance. Anthony missing a chance in the first half as well. Manchester United were dominant, absolutely dominant. And if anyone was going to score and win the game, it was Manchester United. Now, one of the things that annoyed me was at half-time, we heard Roy Keane saying, Cristiano Ronaldo scores that. And it's like, bruv, yes, Cristiano Ronaldo does score that because he's a fantastic finisher. But also, he's probably not in those positions. And you've got to be blind. Like, it just feels like at the moment, Roy Keane, Rio Ferdinand, I heard him making more excuses for Cristiano Ronaldo earlier on today. Like, it feels like Patrice Evra, another Manchester United. It just feels like these legends are enemies of progress. Why are you causing more issues and making more talking points for Erik ten Hag, especially when you see the level of performances that we have seen against Spurs, against Chelsea today in that first half? I find it really bizarre to see Roy Keane and the like come out, because hold on, you guys are players that would be in the dressing room demanding that everybody is the same. And yes, Sir Alex Ferguson gave certain players a little bit of leeway back in the day, you know, the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, the likes of Eric Cantona. But these aren't the days where we're winning league titles year in, year out. These aren't the days where we've got Sir Alex Ferguson absolutely running things. We need to be a team. We need to be on the same page. We need to be everybody moving in the right direction. And we need to fulfill what the manager wants from the team tactically. Unfortunately, so far this season, Cristiano Ronaldo hasn't done that. Therefore, Manchester United are a better team when he isn't in the starting lineup. And to just hear these tired excuses made by Roy Keane, made by Rio Ferdinand, players that demanded the most from their teammates, and you're doing this. Come on, man. I love Cristiano Ronaldo like anybody else. I absolutely adore the fella. He's made me see things I thought I'd never see in a Manchester. The geezer's incredible. But come on, his best days are behind him. And we need to focus on backing Erik ten Hag. And this isn't just get behind the manager. Look what he's been doing. Look at our results. Look, all right, we've had a few results where you look at, you know, the game against Man City, not great. The Brentford and Brighton earlier on in the season, not great. But if you look at some of the results that we've had and the performances that we've had, beating Liverpool, beating Arsenal, beating Spurs, a draw away at Chelsea. Yes, dropping points against Newcastle is disappointing. But look at those results. Look at the performances and the progression of the performances. Look at how we played against Spurs and how we're playing now. It's just so annoying hearing this from players you expect better of. I suppose Rio Ferdinand and Evra probably feel sorry because they bowed his phone off in the summer when he was, you know, trying to make him join Manchester United. They probably feel guilty because of that. Or Rio probably wants him on vibe. I don't know, man. It's just annoying. Stop it. Stop it. Put Manchester United first, not your relationship with former teammates. I love Ronaldo. I always will. He'll be a Manchester United legend. Of course he is. This for me doesn't change that. But come on. And then, obviously, we move on from that. One of the disappointing things about today, Raphael Varane's injury. I'm heartbroken at that. I'm not going to lie. He's been so good for Manchester United this season. The Varane-Martinez partnership has been very good. To be fair, Lindelof's been okay this season when he's coming. But so disappointed, man. We need Raphael Varane. We really do need him. And on a personal level for him as well, It looks like a serious injury. The way he came off the pitch, the way he looked down. That tells me it could be a serious injury. Eric Ten Hag said we have to wait. But if it is a serious injury, he misses the World Cup, he'd be absolutely gutted for him. Absolutely gutted for him. And we miss him when he's not playing. We miss him when he's... Martinez is fantastic. And the team's defending better. Luke Shaw's better. Diogo Dalot's better. But, oh, man, so gutted for Rafael Varane. And we'll miss him. They kept trying to talk about Harry Maguire during the commentary. And it's like, I don't care if Harry Maguire's not... Like, he doesn't replace him, even if he is available. And for me, Lindelof's ahead of him. So, yeah, man. So disappointed with that. So disappointed with Varane. Getting that injury has been so good. And it looks like we could be missing him for a while. Although, I hope I am wrong. But look, first half, we were fantastic. We should have taken our chances. And to see us go away to somewhere like Chelsea and perform like that, play like we did against Spurs, I think, all the signs are good. Second half, I thought Chelsea were a little bit better in the first half. Graham Potter made a change, which, shored up their midfield, brought Kovacic in for a wide player. I thought that really helped them. That was a good tactical change by them. And in the second half, we had our moments. It was probably more of an even game. And maybe the 1-1 draw is the fair result, but we should have taken our chances. And their goal comes 85th minute. And it was at a period of the game where you're sitting there thinking, we should have won this game, but a 0-0 draw at Chelsea is not a bad result. And then that penalty decision. And it was stupidity from Scott McTominay. It was a blatant foul. Now, I've played in defence and I've played in those positions, obviously not at such a level, but you see a lot of holding in the box, like arms around people. But it's when your body's positioned between them and the goal. So they're running into you. You're not dragging them down. When you're on the side of them and they're running away from you in an opposite direction, it's clear that you've pulled him. Sometimes you get away with them, but in the direction that the player was running, I can't remember who it was. It was a blatant foul by Scott McTominay. Stonewall penalty. Jorginho dispatches it. And then you're sitting there thinking, we're losing. We're going to go on and lose this game. But we kept plugging away. And the header from Casemiro late on was sublime. To get his neck to that, to get the arch on that, to beat Kepa's outstretched hand, which got a touch on it. Fantastic from Casemiro. And it took a few games for him to settle. But he has settled. I said it after the Ammonia game. I thought he arrived in that match and the level of competition wasn't great. So you kind of, take it with a pinch of salt. But his performance against Spurs, his performance against Chelsea, Casemiro has arrived and he is an absolute quality player. A quality player. And I was enjoying the relationship between Martinez, Varane and Casemiro. Disappointing that Varane's injured, man. So gutted about that. Hopefully he makes a speedy recovery. Cheeky Sports says, would you take Ivan Toney in January? Everyone knows my opinion on that. On this channel, I would. But yeah, man, to get the late goal, I was going mad when we scored that goal. Everything feels important under this team. Every single result. There's been times over the last few years where you kind of just feel hopeless. You feel disheartened. You feel disillusioned. But I am fully behind this team, fully behind this manager. We should have won today, and I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't, especially after dropping those points against Newcastle. But when you look at the results we've had against the big teams, we're ticking. We're ticking in the right direction. Another game coming up against Ammonia. I back this manager, and I can't wait to see us hopefully continue to improve. It will be up and down as the season progresses. But I look at the manager, I look at the football that we're playing, I look at the way the players are responding to his tactics, I look at the way he deals with things in the press, I look at the way that he's dealt with the issues of Cristiano Ronaldo, Harry Maguire, etc. And I look at that and I think, this is a proper Man United manager. Now, I don't want to get carried away, but I'm feeling good about this one. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you're keeping it locked. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll be back very, very soon. But until next time, I have been AdamMcKola. I'm going to get out of here.